So it's the end of the hunt. We got some last night. We're gonna do a quick little lessons learned. You guys can each give me one main tip with an example from this hunt. So Randy, what do you got? What's your...
A lesson learned from this hunt. Don't leave elk to find elk. Beau Baty makes a bugle up on the ridge. You don't leave that bugle. You stay there and you work that elk, and you never know. There might be 3 or 4 of them there. And one of them might come walking down the hill silently and stand there at 100 yards. If we would have left that elk because we said, oh, he's way up that ridge, maybe it's a hunter, blah, 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 I wouldn't have filled my elk tag. Don't leave elk to find elk.
All right. Beau, what do you got for us?
Lesson learned or / reviewed for me was I tried not to get into the mode of saying, okay, here's what we're going to do, here's the plan, here's the strategy. In fact, we just took a step back. We had a nice camp. We'd done some good scouting, had a pretty good idea of where hunters were at. And then when we got in here opening day, we realized the way that the wind and the thermals were and the way the elk were working in and out of the countryside, and they were still full on in the rut, that we should hunt them like you would if you had a bow and archery tackle. And that became our strategy, and it became very effective. And so the lesson that I reviewed and learned on this trip was, don't come in heavy-handed on a strategy and stick to it no matter what. Go in very open-minded into your hunt and let the strategy come to you as you watch the environment and the animals and also your hunting pressure, and then make a strategy based upon those things. And don't be afraid to change up your strategy as you progress through the hunt. So that was just really hit home for me. So that was my lesson.
Sweet. Mike?
For me, it was get llamas. Like, they're a game changer. It just made the hunt that much more enjoyable because they could carry the elk out from where I killed it. They made camp so much more comfortable. They're going to carry the elk out from here so we could come in deeper, we could stay longer, and we could camp more comfortably. And the llamas were just so easy to use because I'm not a guy I haven't been around stock. Horses are a little intimidating, and I've never really been around them, and llamas were new to me on this trip. But I was just mind-boggled by how easy they were to handle, to manage at camp, to take on the trail, to load up heavy, and they were never a headache. There was never a rodeo, and man, it made the hunt, and the opportunities for future hunts are just, for me, it just opened up a whole new world, and I'm excited for the future of using llamas.
That was awesome. I'm so moved by your guys' tips that I'm crying. It's not from the smoke or the fire.
Right.
I was going to change it, but it was kind of a cool aesthetic. I like the smoke rolling through the frame. Well, sweet. That wraps up
There
pretty
you go,
amazing.
folks. Lessons learned
from
guys who, well, these 2 guys who worked hard at it. I just went and sat down on the creek. Beau blew his flute, and they came in. The Pied Piper. You called in 2 bulls on this hunt, Beau.
2 bulls.
You did.
Boom!
I felt really proud, but it was just fun, easy.
Yeah.
Just do your drill and the way they work.
Yeah.
Marcus gave me some tips and tactics, so thanks,
That's
buddy.
a lie.
But what if we would have said, oh, that's a hunter up there on that ridge?
And just blew by him.
Yeah.
I mean, we know there was 3 elk, but we didn't know that until you had shot the silent bull. And there's like, okay, there's almost always more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
That's a 4th one.
Sweet. Thank you.